Today, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Justin Herbert and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the home of the Bills since 1970. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert is brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's, they catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown! Najee Harris with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chain. In Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen now looks to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Bills at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them.
Operating from the gun, Allen. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. Now this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. On first down, it's Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They hand this off to Harris. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards that time on the punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen over the middle, and and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Again, Herbert. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time. But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Herbert back to the air. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, there's something special with this big D lineman bringing it in. On the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a
touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills have moved out in front.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Shifts by him.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Here's Herbert.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the
a leap, and he will make the catch.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To the air, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point safely through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Allen forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He completes it to Boyd. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Herbert throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard, and time a huge factor. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Now Herbert. That's to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Pass complete to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert. He's got Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Herbert going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. This to possibly force OT. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss. Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though. So for Buffalo, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.